When we look back on the growth of Egypt's tilapia farming sector, one distinguished scholar stands out above all others. Professor Abdel Fattah El-Sayed. He has committed his life's work to innovating and spreading advanced tilapia feeding and cultivation technologies. He bears the well-deserved title, Mr. Tilapia, the father of tilapia farming. Lachance Group has long followed Professor El-Sayed's authoritative research. Recently, we were honored to have an in-depth exclusive interview and exchange with him.
You know, efforts lead to great results and success. And your book, Tilapia Culture, second edition, is seen as a key guide for all tilapia farmers and all tilapia research worldwide. And also you have published over 150 research papers and many books. So in your opinion, what are the biggest challenges in African aquaculture in recent decades for a long-term growth?
Thank you very much, and you are most welcome here in Alexandria. And thank you for mentioning my book, and I hope it's useful for the readers. But your question about the challenges facing aquaculture industry for a sustainable future, this is a very big question actually, and it may require like a whole lecture. But briefly, there are key challenges facing aquaculture industry in Africa, and we can summarize them as follows. Number one, the know-how. African aquaculture started recently compared to other countries. So the know-how and the technologies and the techniques and the information in Africa, these inputs are not available in all African countries. Only few countries are leading the industry, like Egypt, Nigeria, mainly, and now Kenya and Uganda. But the rest of the countries are a little backward. So this is number. The other thing is the capacity building, the experience, the skills are almost lacking in Africa. So you can't find, like in Egypt, you couldn't find many researchers and many practitioners practicing aquaculture. So also this needs to be developed. And then we come to the inputs, like the feeds, the seeds, the systems. All these inputs are also not very well developed in Africa. Also, one of the points, the political stability and the goodwill. Sometimes the governments are not supporting to start. Some other countries are giving more attention. So this industry needs to be given more attention from the authorities, from the governments. Also, the educational systems. Aquaculture needs to be taught in colleges, universities, schools. Like in Egypt, for example, we have a number of College of Fisheries, for example. This is not the case in Africa. So most of African countries do not know what aquaculture means. So we need to attract the attention. So all these things can be, and in fact I gave a lecture a few years ago about the aquaculture in Africa, and I covered these points in details. So, but briefly, these are the points that need to be addressed so that African aquaculture can be sustainable and having a good future.
So also in Egypt, tilapia feeds mainly use plant proteins, soybean meal and cottonseed meals. These plant materials help cut costs, but in the long term use will cause liver and gut issues for the fish. So what do you think about this situation?
In Egypt, tilapia is the main species for aquaculture, like you said, and plant proteins are the main, or plant sources, let me say, are the main feed input. soybean, and we have wheat bran as a carbohydrate source, and rice bran, and corn, and oil. But plant protein sources like soybean will remain the main source of protein for a long time, because the alternatives are very expensive, like fish meal, gluten, and these sources are much more expensive. And in terms of economic efficiency, soybean is still a very good protein source. However, for sustainability, soybean meal and even the other plant sources may face some challenges, because the competition with these sources with other animal production sectors, these competitions are escalating, are increasing. So the prices will increase, the supply will decrease. So we should look for alternative, sustainable alternative, like for example insect meals, black soldier fly, for example, and algae. These two sources in particular, I believe they will be able to solve the problem of protein in the world, not only for fish but for other animals. But at least for the short run, soybean will remain. But for cottonseed meal, actually, now it's not used at high scale, because cotton cultivation in Egypt is at its lowest level now, so it's not an important source now, and we don't even add it to the formula. But soybean will remain, like I said, at least for the short run, as a main protein source, and not only for tilapia but for aquaculture in general, not only in Egypt but in other countries. Yeah.
So for the liver issues and the gut issues that they get from this phrase might not be completely true, no, because if the soybean and even other ingredients, if they are processed properly, if the anti-nutrients are removed, the anti-nutrients in this, because plant sources, as you know, they contain what we call anti-nutrients. So if these anti-nutrients are removed and the feed is processed well, if the feed contains the main components at appropriate levels, there will be no fear of kidney problems or liver problems. So this is like symptoms of deficiency of some items, or so it does not necessarily related directly to the soybean, but it can be a cause of caused by other factors as well. So for example, in 2025, local aquafeed prices had a very high number, almost double in 1 year. So how can feed mills and fish farms stay profitable with this rising cost and the tight budgets everybody has?
This is a very important question, actually, because as you know, feed is the driving force of the success or failure of aquaculture, and feed costs represent over 50, 60, even 70% of the total running costs. But unfortunately in Egypt, the vast majority of feed ingredients are imported. So the wheel is not in your hand, the wheel is in other people's hand. If the import stops for some reasons, the prices will get up. If the ingredients are available, the prices can get down. So unfortunately, the market controls, the global market controls us here, since we import most of the ingredients, especially the major items like soybean. That's why the prices are increasing and decreasing, and mainly increasing. And in fact, I published some work on this issue recently, and I expected that some small feed mills will leave the market, will leave the business, which happened. So due to these increases in the prices and the inability of the producers to get the inputs and the ingredients, and they did not have the funds to continue, so they left the market. Only the large companies and the multinational companies and the national companies with who have sufficient fund for that were able to continue. But unfortunately, this problem will continue as far as we depend on the import, not on our own production. So that's the reason why the prices jumped during the last year, and even in 2022, the prices were just they touched the sky. I mean, it was very high due to the inability of the unavailability of the ingredients. So this is like a very delicate issue. It's uncontrollable, unfortunately. Yeah.
So kind of it's not easy for the fish farms to stay profitable during this time.
No, they are still profitable. The prices of the feed increases. The prices of feed increase, but in the meantime, the price of the fish increased as well. So the farmer is making money. The only one who is losing is me and you, the end consumer of the fish. But still, the farmer can still make money. The feed producer can still make profit. Only the final consumer who is paying this.
If we can talk about bile acids for tilapia farming, cost saving, better production, and fish liver health are very important. So what is your opinion on the future use and value of bile acids in tilapia culture?
It's used to emulsify the large oil droplets into smaller droplets so that can be easily digested by lipases, and then they can be easily absorbed by the villi, the intestinal villi, and then metabolized by the fish. So I believe that the bile acid will have a very good future, but you need to, since it's a new product here, you need to answer some questions regarding this point. How much we should add to the feed, to what in tilapia, tilapia, the lipid levels in tilapia feed is low, is not high. So they may not need higher level of bile acids, but how much they need, I do not know. We need to know this. Does this requirement differ from different stages? For larvae, is it different from grow out, from fattening stage? Do broodstock require more or less than grow out? So these are the questions that need to be answered. So I believe you still need to run more R&D trials in order to have an answer for these questions, in order to be able to market this product properly. But in terms of being an emulsifier, yes, it is required and badly required now, not only for tilapia, like I said, for even other fish, especially the fish that require more lipids, like sea bream and sea bass. We need to break down these lipid particles. So I think, yeah, the future is very bright, but more work needs to be done to achieve the target.
Grateful for Professor El Sayed's professional sharing and sincere guidance, Lachance Group will keep exploring cutting-edge aquaculture nutrition, leveraging bile acids technology to empower efficient, healthy, and sustainable tilapia farming.